Marcy Woods, and this is Telemundo. The death tolls climb in Serbia as ethnic cleansing reaches a new high. NATO has imposed a no-fly zone over the area due to the increasing frequency of Serbian air attacks. It is unclear whether or not the no-fly zone will be observed. The situation has escalated as the United Nations has had the protection forces on the ground for almost a year. NATO has made no formal comments since the formal announcement of the no-fly zone. NATO Secretary General Willie Claes says his organization remains ready and vigilant in protecting the rights of ethnic Muslims throughout the Balkan region. On national news, Secretary William Perry was sworn in as Defense Secretary yesterday at a private ceremony. Secretary Perry stated that the Pentagon will remain dedicated to protecting vital interests around the world, especially in Europe. President Clinton and Vice President Gore were in attendance. On Face the Nation, Speak Newt Gingrich promised real change during his speakership, and the Clinton administration has yet to respond. He further insinuated that there will be newly minted legislative priorities coming down the Beltway. On international news, Germany has spearheaded the effort to start the Eurozone and has created an economic powerhouse that has spanned most of Western Europe, including some former Soviet satellite states. This international economic union has been the project of Germany since its unification in 1990. The UK cabinet has been dealing with civil demonstrations and active domestic terrorism. According to Gerry Adams, president of Sinn Féin, the UK has oppressed the land of Northern Ireland for too long, and it's time we fight back. Also, Chief of Staff of the IRA, Kevin McKenna, said his men will fight to the death in order to rid his people of the yoke of UK imperialism. Sources within the Russian government said that President Yeltsin is at the midst of consolidating power to combat domestic issues such as Chechnya and the influence of former Soviet officials trying to retain power. In other news, formal talks for the Oslo Accords redux are officially underway. The Israeli and Palestinian governments are discussing protocol for another peace accord. International experts say that a deal is possible, but the odds are 50-50. The UNGA and the UNSC will meet to discuss international development as well as a myriad of other pressing international issues such as the ongoing genocide in the African continent. Lastly, the Ad hoc Committee on International Justice is currently meeting to formulate an International War Crimes Tribunal, finalizing the Rome Statute, discussing international intelligence sharing, and finally, curtailing the International Organized Crime Syndicate. Stay tuned here at Telemundo for any other developments around the world.